Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my week 31 and 32 pregnancy update. Okay, so there wasn't a ton to update on for these couple weeks. That's why I decided to combine them together. So I'll start off with the 31 week updates first and then go to 32 week updates. Weight gain at 31 weeks is about 23 pounds. Lately I've been gaining about a half pound to a pound a week, which I'm happy with. Something during this week that was different is that I started feeling very sick after having sugar, not even a ton of sugar, just, you know, if I had breakfast that was kind of sugary, I felt really sick. And then caffeine had been making me sick, which is interesting because it's also been something that I have been craving. And so although I want the coffee and the caffeine, I tend to get sick from it. So I tried to stay away from it, at least have it in smaller portions if I could. This week baby was around 16 to 17 inches, which is starting to get very big, and I am starting to feel that the baby is absolutely that big. He's starting to kick me up in my rib cage. It's beginning to get pretty uncomfortable. He also is about 2.5 to 3 pounds. Who knows how big he really is, but that's just about where baby is right now. I am currently still taking the Prilosec for my heartburn. Ever since I started taking it, it has been amazing. I have not had any heartburn. I would say I've had a couple times where I've drank a lot of water and it felt like it was coming up. But other than that, absolutely zero heartburn, and so that has been amazing for me. Again, if you do struggle with heartburn, make sure that you speak with your provider before you start taking something for it. Eating during the day, during the 31st week, has been a little bit different. I feel that since the baby's taking up so much room, I'm just not able to eat large meals like I have been able to before. And so in the morning I just have something small, and usually it's a shake. I make a protein shake with Isopure chocolate protein, about a handful or two of ice, almond milk or cashew milk, and then I put a very large serving of peanut butter in there and put it in my NutriBullet. And it's been amazing lately. It doesn't make me feel too full, but it definitely sustains me at least until lunchtime when I can eat again. My training schedule this week was pretty bad. I only made it to the gym, I think, 3 times, and that's okay for me, but I would have liked to make it 4 or 5 times at least. But there was a couple days I just wasn't feeling it. It was good for my body, for sure, but I would definitely like to make sure that I'm getting there and at least getting a little movement in. I do notice that when I don't go to the gym, my limbs swell a little bit more. So I think getting that movement in is definitely beneficial, at least for the swelling in my body. Okay, moving on to week 32, my weight gain is now 24 pounds, so a pound more than the previous week, which I'm still okay with. I'm very happy with that number. I do not feel as sick this week with the sugar and the caffeine as I did last week with craving the coffee. I've been having at least 1 coffee a day. Something new this week that has been quite a struggle is that the baby, I think that he is starting to drop down a little bit, and his head is creating some pressure that is very uncomfortable sometimes and painful, to where I have to lay down and try to allow the weight of his body to stop pushing down so hard. And that has been a little scary at times, because with my first pregnancy, I didn't have that issue until the very, very end. And it is probably because this is my second pregnancy, but it's a little nerve-wracking, I guess, and makes me anxious that it's happening so early, because we're not ready to have this baby yet, and the baby needs to stay in there for a few more weeks before he's ready to come out. And so I'm hoping it's just because my body's already been through this and that it is my second pregnancy. But that's definitely been something that has been very nerve-wracking this week. I still have had a small appetite until dinner time. Honestly, this week I hadn't been eating a lot during the day, and then by dinner time I was very hungry, and so I think that caused me to make a lot of bad choices on what I ate, because by that point I was like, I really do need to eat a large amount of calories before I go to bed tonight, or else I'm going to be starving in the middle of the night. And so I didn't make great food choices this week, and I think that has definitely had something to do with the way my body feels. I don't feel great. I feel very tired, and I am trying to get myself back in the routine of eating good food so that I can feel better, because I am starting to get to that point where I am just very tired and wore down from doing normal everyday things. Of course, I have been drinking plenty of water. I've been having at least 2 glasses of lemon water a day to help with swelling in my body. It hasn't been too terribly bad because I do keep up with that routine, and I think it helps so much. And with all the water that I'm drinking, I still feel like I am not drinking enough water, and it's way more than the normal person drinks. I believe that most people drink, but I wake up from sleep and I feel like I have a headache because I need more water, and I just don't understand why that is happening. It might just be pregnancy hormones, but again, I've just been trying to drink so much water, which means that I've been going to the restroom a ton. So that's the annoying part about it, but I'm not gonna stop drinking the water, and so I've just been dealing with the restroom issue. Insomnia has been something that has started this week, and it's not too terribly bad to where I can't sleep at all, but I tend to stay up very, very late, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be so tired and ready to go to bed, and my body just is like, stay awake, stay awake. And so I stay awake, and then finally, once I fall asleep, I get a few hours of sleep, and then at 6:30 in the morning, I'm ready to wake up, and I can't sleep in any longer. And so it's causing me to be a little bit more tired than normal during the daytime, because I don't go to sleep until really late, and I still wake up early. And I'm hoping to try to combat that by maybe reading or something before bed to get my eyes tired enough to actually fall asleep. But that has definitely been a struggle this week. I did have my 32-week doctor's appointment. It was probably the shortest appointment that I've had throughout this pregnancy, and that was fine. She said everything was great, everything looked good. They did tell me that my next appointment, my 34-week appointment, they would do the Group B strep test, and also they would start checking my cervix. So hearing that made me very excited, because that just means that I'm that much closer to actually having this baby and seeing this baby, and that just got me very excited for the weeks to come. Again, this week I only made it to the gym 3 times, which is fine. I'm happy that I made it there. It has been getting more uncomfortable and more uncomfortable to get out there and do the things that I've been able to do before. I think from here on out in this pregnancy, I am planning on making it to the gym 3 to 4 times a week at least. If I can make it 5 times, I will, as long as my body feels good. One thing I did receive this week that I'm very excited about, it's really small, but it got me excited about the baby coming and starting to decorate his side of the room because he will be sharing a room with his sister. I ordered from Wireworks. I believe it's Beth Valenti, who it's her Etsy shop. And so I'll show you this here. Okay, that's her information. And she uses, I believe it's aluminum wire to make these little names. So this one's my daughter's, and they're very, very affordable. I think hers was $7. She has 5 letters in her name, and it was $7. And then for the baby, he has 3 letters in his name. I think his was $5. And they're so cute and so little dainty. Something that I think is a great accent for their room. I believe I'll put it on their bedroom door for now. But just something cute and different. And you can order from her if you find her on Etsy. You just pick how many letters are in the name that you want or the word that you want. And the price changes per letter. And then you put in the description what you want it to say. So if you want it to say your kid's name, you just type their name in and submit your order. And it's so cute. She sent a little handwritten note. I love that kind of thing. It just seems a lot more personal. It makes me, if I'm going to ever order some wire words again, I would go back to her because that's just a nice touch. She also, in the little packet of papers, she sent this cute little paper clip that I'm guessing that she made. It's just this cute little paper clip with this little bluish ladybug. So I thought that was really cool. So I will link her Etsy shop description box below. And if you're interested in anything like that, go ahead and check her out. I want to thank you for tuning in to my week 31 and 32 pregnancy update. And make sure you stay tuned for the 33-week update. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.